Bling.
It's Peach.
Hello, hello.
Peach. Hi, I'm Daisy. Peach. Hi, I'm Daisy. They used to be my team for Mario Kart duos.
I hate Daisy.
That's
I swear to God, her fucking AI in the Mario Party games is harder than the others.
It's because she cheats.
I've had a grudge against Daisy since I was a child.
That's
Damn.
fair.
Not a very long grudge, still.
That's it. Armor class.
Okay, since I was a young child.
Still not a very long grudge.
Dark vision.
You're the youngest person in here.
Is she really?
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know how old Zach is. Falcon, sorry.
How old are you?
I'm in my 20s.
Jesus Christ, you're a baby.
Told you. The question is she in her 20s old enough to drink, or literally just 20 and saying that to sound slick?
I am old enough to drink, yes.
I mean, like, she's old enough to drink in Australia regardless.
That's true.
And I'm
Shit.
old enough to be her mother.
That is also true.
There's a good chance I'm old enough to be her father, so there's that.
I was going to say, I was like, it would make me 12, which sounds really creepy, so no. I'll just be the weird cousin that occasionally shows up to things.
You can be the bad influence aunt. Pretty much what you are anyways.
Elf blood hunter. Okay, you have dark vision then.
Well,
What?
I actually am the aunt that my siblings call in when the children won't listen.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm the bad influence uncle.
My best friend, he's dubbed himself Drunkle, the drunk uncle. He's gonna teach
That's
the kids
uncle.
how to play beer pong and shit.
Hell yeah, that's the thing you got to do.
I was like, fair, reasonable. I was like, just remember, you are their godfather, so you do have to raise them if I die.
I'm the uncle that fucking buys them the stuff that annoys their parents, like the police siren horn for their tricycles.
I bought
When
my
she-
sister. My sister asked one day, I was like, what do you want me to get my nephew? And she's like, he's really into music, and like, you know, his dad's buying him this, so how about you get him some musical item? And she was like, anything but a recorder. And I was like, are you sure? She's like, yeah.
So she got a recorder.
No, I got an accordion.
Nice. I should have gone with bagpipes.
I thought
you
about
did
it, but
too.
I couldn't find kid-sized bagpipes.
I got my niece a bop it when she was little.
Those are fun though. I think my kids have had like 5 boppets throughout the years, but like they smash it way too hard. Like it says bop it, and the kids are like, that clearly means punch
Beat
it.
the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I don't have a niece or a nephew, so I can't be an aunt. And I have given them nothing.
Well,
enough.
you can. Oh, how many do I have? 4, 8.
Mm.
I've only got 2
I
of
have,
each right now, so thank God.
I have 10 on my side. And what? There's 4 on your side? How many siblings do you have? I forget this. Oh, shit. No, I'm forgetting a sibling that you have. Shit. Yeah, you. Yeah.
Yeah, she's talking to you, Dylan, not
No.
me.
No.
Who am I missing?
Okay. How many nieces and nephews do you have?
There we go. And I gotta.
7. 9. So I have 19 in total.
She wins the battle,
Mm.
especially when you include the 32 children that she has of her own.
I have 32. I have 7.
Is that including Dylan's?
Yes.
Okay.
Your sister was smart. Yep.
She's the crazy cat lady. That's all I'm hearing, Peach, is she's the crazy cat lady.
No, she's smart.
Oh, wow. That's better.
Much
Dogs
better.
are definitely better. And that's how I know somebody hasn't logged into our game lately.
Because you got me a camel.
Because I surrounded you with cats.
Oh, yeah, see, the kids got me Oblivion for Mother's Day, so I've been playing that.
Surrounded you with cats, and I may or may not named a giant gorilla after you.
She is kind lovely. More I wanted to mouth off of you today too, and I was like, no, it's too early for
What
that
have
shit.
I done to incur her ire?
I don't know, but like I was rubbing my forehead. What?
Travis sounds like an NPC.
Apparently, you sound like an NPC.
I sound like an NPC.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's fair. I do have that monotone, no personality vibe going.
Yeah. But I was like rubbing my forehead, and Mamora's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm talking to Travis, and he's making my brain itch." And then she's like, started mouthing off about how you need to stop being silly because it's Mum's Day, and something else about how she wanted to fight you. I was like, you can't fight him through the computer. It doesn't work like that.
And I didn't do anything bad. You just don't understand words.
English is hard.
That's hilarious.
And it can be.
And Falcon has showed up.
Falcon has landed.
Dun, dun, dun,
Falcon has landed.
dun.
All right, so I think I have everybody's tokens ready or made up. Everybody should be seeing like a poster that's kind of a bare bones, cartoonistic Strixhaven map.
Yes, there is a stylized map of Strixhaven.
Strix Hollow.
Strix Hollow?
That's what I'm calling it.
Grimhaven?
I concur. Grimhaven. No, because that's good for Grim and bad for me.
Oh.
I mean, that's okay as long as Grim's happy.
It's not all about Grim. Gosh.
Okay, so there are two of you do not have backgrounds that I've been handed.
Can hand you my middle finger. Will that make you feel better?
No, because you haven't picked
No,
classes yet either.
she
I have
did.
picked
So
classes.
she's not turning into a frog today.
Oh, darn.
Despite Grim's best efforts.
I mean, she's already a grong.
You're what? What are you?
A
Stop.
grong. The most Australian of all D&D races.
Okay, sure.
Poison
They're
frogs.
really adorable.
Oh, ew, that's even worse. I want to be adorable. Fuck
No,
is
you're a
wrong with you
poison
guys?
frog.
That
Yeah,
sounds
it's just a poison
about
dart
right,
frog
though.
from,
Yeah.
you know, and they share the same colors, so it could be red, blue, gold looking. I think there's even a rainbow one.
That tracks.
Yeah, it's about right.
Their poison does something totally different on each one. I think the gold causes charm.
I don't want people to like me. People like me, they won't leave me alone.
Yeah, they're known as a race that likes to enslave people.
Oh, see, yeah, that sounds about right.
Charming.
Okay. Making sure I got everybody's character sheet here.
Don't look at my character sheet. It's a surprise.
Surprise
Oh,
to you?
actually, I haven't sent you my character sheet, have I?
No, but I could still see it.
Can you? That sounds like a trap. I don't like it.
I sent
It's a
you a
trick
little.
to that.
I sent you a little blurb on my idea of the backstory. So
Oh, you just want to leave
Yeah.
me to be the only one without a backstory, Falcon?
Yep.
How
Now you gotta be.
rude.
Now you gotta be
Yeah.
punished.
So Scarlett, Scar, Elf, Blood Hunter. Yeah, I can see your character sheet.
Damn.
Yeah,
Maybe we
it's
can
easily.
make your backstory for you, like a Mad Lib.
Sure,
there you
why
go.
not?
Yeah.
But I was hoping for like a little bit more of a blurbage. No problems. If not, I will reward those who gave me something.
Oh, come on. If I knew rewards were on the line, I might have actually fucking done this.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, I wouldn't have.
Well, actually, there were some sort of reward right off the bat for the gold star person, the second
Yeah.
gold star person, and the A person.
Somebody did get a gold star. That's okay. Peach
So-
gave me a gold medal.
The gold medal does nothing.
It makes me feel special. Can't take that
Makes you
from
feel
me.
special. You got that.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Especially in the head.
So,
That's even better. Actual
Four.
brownies.
tonight's, since we don't have pop quizzes or exams, since this is day one, those are our little rewards for this session. So,
Yay.
Sean, for your character with the A, you get inspiration
Yay.
for this session.
You're my inspiration.
Peach and Galleah,
Mhm.
you both also get inspiration. Plus, you get 10 temporary hit points to start off with.
Oof.
That's a shitload of HP at this level.
And for Galleah, there was one other thing. You get to start off with. Let me find my little chart here. Little roller.
I feel like I distinctly remember saying, you can't hate me in this campaign because I haven't done anything yet.
That's exactly it. You didn't
That's
do
the problem. You
anything.
haven't
It's
done
the things you
anything.
didn't do.
But nobody.
That letter
Yee-mee-mee-mee.
and I was just writing it to write something. I didn't expect
Yeah,
anything
exactly.
for
She
it.
was
Exactly.
like, she was being a teacher's pet already.
Being Hermione.
Yep.
God,
And I
fucking
will
damn it.
reward that. She gets 8 gold pieces to start off with.
Thank you.
As an added little bonus.
8 gold or 8 more than the starting one, and then we'll start.
8 additional gold was handed to her before she even got onto campus.
Okay, just making
Here's
sure.
your allowance, little girl.
It's a payoff. Student loans.
Funny you should say that.
Sorry. Education
right.
in Australia is
So-
free.
Is it?
Yeah.
How these courses will work from here on, since this is just day one, we'll start everything off with like your core class, which is like your exam stuff, which will cover like anything that you've learned, / that'll come with a pop quiz. Pop quizzes that I will additionally add to your exam. So exam rules are in Strixhaven. Okay, these exam rules add additional dice rolls. If you pass it with flying colors, that sort of thing. You could study beforehand. But pop quiz, that's me, the DM, just asking you, the player, a question. It will always pertain to your character sheet.
It
If you
sounds
answer-
like I'm gonna lose a lot.
If you answer it correctly, whoever is getting the pop quiz that day, because I'll pick randomly, they get additional die bonuses for that session. Sound good?
Like I said, it sounds like
Sure.
I'm gonna fail this. School.
Sounds like you've already failed.
Fail at life all the time.
All right, here. Without further ado, if everybody's ready, we can continue. We can start.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm never ready, but let's do it anyway.
Okay.
Strixhaven has finally opened its doors once more. The school has fallen into somewhat of a disrepair at one point, as many of the students and teachers died. Horrible, horrible causality, multiverse rupturing, that sort of thing happening. So, this is the first year people are welcome back, as they have finally gotten enough staff to actually start teaching again. We now go into the look onto the sky above Strixhaven crackles faintly with magical energy, golden threads woven between the clouds as if the weave itself is alive and watching. Students bustle here and there through the towering archways of the Biblioplex, which is the main central hub of Strixhaven. Excitement is thick in the air, laughter rings from first years, and some actual upperclassmen that were drafted in because they almost passed last time, but the school died. Enchanted quills scribble schedules, familiars perch on shoulders, and enchanted banners unfurl themselves in welcome all across the Biblioplex. But Sean Kane walks alone as he walks through the opening. A black long coat sways at his heels, too warm for the late summer breeze, but it hides too much to leave behind. His hood is pulled just low enough to keep others from meeting his eyes for too long, eyes that flash crimson when the light catches him just the right or wrong way. He hasn't really eaten properly in a few days. Passing a silver fountain in the central square, John flinches as a student accidentally brushes his arm. Sorry. Accidentally brushes his arm. In that moment, no more than a heartbeat, Sean sees something. A vision, a flicker, a memory. Things that were, maybe. A woman screams in the dead of night, glyphs burning, blood mixing with ink, fires and brimstone off in the distance. John shakes it off and keeps on walking. The cravings are even worse today. John, what are you thinking in this moment as you're crossing the Biblioplex?
I've got to find some cover, find a snack before the hunger takes me. But I don't want to hurt any innocent people.
Give me a perception check to trust. Like, are you looking for like a familiar, just anything with a heartbeat?
Something that's not, well, that's a shitty perception check.
Okay.
Starting it off good today.
Okay. We're
You
going
have
strong.
inspiration.
That's not worth it.
You're not really seeing anything other than students. You might see their familiars, but your familiars aren't really. They don't really have blood for the most part, as they're made from ethereal stuff of another plane of existence.
Yeah.
Familiars are friends, not food.
Exactly.
Says who?
Me.
Well, My brain doesn't work today.
So you continue on.
I continue on.
All right. As you come past the grand entrance of the Biblioplex, you go. You pass the second fountain now through these archways with like shuddering light here and there and things that whisper of oracles and futures to a grand stage with numerous other students around it bustling. And we go from you to another student. Let's go with Faye. Yeah, B.
Me.
Um, the clink of glass, the hum of magic, the buzzing of bees. None of it felt unfamiliar to B. Even here, surrounded by floating lanterns and arcane tomes instead of barrels and blossoms, she walked carefully through the east quad of Strixhaven. Iron-shod feet making soft, thunking noises across the path. She wasn't built for a place like this. She was built for honey. Polished brass skin catches the morning sun, and tiny gears hum quietly beneath a cloak stitched with embroidered lavenders. Nestled inside of one of her traveling crates, a small hive of docile bees. Every now and then, they'll thumb awake for just a moment. Most other students keep a wide berth from you when they hear the buzzing. You still whisper to them, and she remembers her creator's hands, gentle, stained with pollen and sugar, and the way he used to say, "You're more than just gears, Bee. You're family." But that was before he was gone, before the new owner. She shakes off those thoughts and moves on with a bright smile. What would you like to do as you enter the threshold, Bee?
I will look for some place where I can bring my bees that they will be safe.
She's B, Barry P. Buzzman's little sister.
If only.
Barry B. Buzzman's big sister.
Okay.
As you finagle your way past a throng of students, you see a cloaked figure hunched over, trying to stay away from other students as well. Do you stand near them or just a little ways off of that person?
I'll go straight up to that person.
Okay. You stop next to them on the left-hand side of the stage. You see a humanoid. He might be elfin, he might be human. You can't really quite tell underneath that dark, long coat. And his eyes might flash red. You're not quite sure.
You don't look too good. Are you okay?
Oh, I hunger.
She will take out a bottle of mead and hand it to him. Will this help?
Well, that looks tasty indeed, but I don't think that's going to slate my hunger. My thirst, maybe, but not my hunger.
Well, sorry, I don't really eat, so I don't know.
It's okay. I'll figure something out.
All right. From there, we will go on to Peach. She never craved the applause. She worked at a tavern. Her voice, though rich and breathtaking, was a secret she kept tucked away like a wildflower between pages, sung only to open skies and rustling trees behind the tavern she worked at. In the solitude of her little village, no one knew the strength she carried in her lungs, or the magic laced in every note. She sang to herself while working, while walking, or staring at the stars. But when she let go, truly let go, her voice could stir birds, branches, and hush the wind mid-whisper. One evening, a little letter came to her. With a single line on it, "The gift you carry deserves to echo across worlds." And it came with an invitation to Strixhaven. Now she walks the halls of magic and music, wondering who heard her, no one else they heard. I read the wrong section. I just read your backstory. I'm so sorry. I didn't scroll far enough down. Oh.
We will
I'm sorry.
pretend we heard nothing.
I flubbed that up. Sorry. It's like, this does not sound like my opening that I wrote. This definitely doesn't sound like what I wrote.
Oopsie doodles.
Yes, I do. The cobblestones of Strixhaven. Hey, this is what I wrote. Cobblestones of Strixhaven's central courtyard hum beneath her boots, as if the ground itself recognizes her song. Peach walks with quiet wonder, eyes wide, beneath her traveling cloak around her. First years laugh and chatter, familiars scamper through a tall grass, and spell scrolls float through the air, delivering syllabi like birds of paper and ink. Peach hears it differently. She hears the harmony underneath the noise, the hum of ancient spells folded into mortar, the flutter of wings no one sees, breath of the force carried on the wind. She clutches the little letter in her satchel. She's read it 100 times, maybe a few. She doesn't know who sent it. No one in her village has ever heard of Strixhaven. No one knew her voice either. Someone listened. Someone invited her. As the sun filters through the stained glass windows of the biblioplex and the sorting ceremony. That's not what I put in there. I didn't put that in there. Peach hangs. I think that's a note for my Harry Potter game. Sorry, folks. Peach hangs back, her gaze drawn to a high window. Yeah, that was a. Whoops. Her gaze drawn to a high window where ivy curls like triple. Oh, like a triple. Oh my god! Wow, I read that wrong. Like a treble clef. And in that moment, with no one watching, she sings just a note, just one. The chandeliers tremble. Somewhere deep, though, something clicks. What would you like to do, Peach, as you enter the halls? Okay. Okay. All right. Galleah. The scent parchment. Oh, we'll skip that. Galleah, though, unlike all the parchment and ink, all that fun stuff I've described, Galleah still smells like salt. It clings to her, woven in the hem of her flowing robe, tucked behind her ear, where pearls once gleamed, or a pearl once gleamed, and in the way her voice carries, soft and slow, like a lullaby. Students pass her by, enchanted by the biblioplex's grandeur, or the wild architecture of the Prismari halls, but Galleah walks as though she's still dreaming. No one from butcher the name of your village. Ifan Sharon?
Let me look at it
Ifran
again.
Siren.
No, I think it's Ifan Serene.
Ifan Serene. Yep, I'm gonna butcher that.
Ifan Serene. Ifan Serene.
No one from there ever leaves. Her hometown, wrapped in sea foam and coral towers, is a haven of art and abundance, which is starkly different from, well, just the Biblioplex itself, as it is mostly marble flooring, several fountains, of course, but numerous open-air villas, and cloistered bookshelves, very tightly packed here and there. Shadu the Radiant, patron, begged Galleah to go, as she was full of so many questions and he was so tired of answering all right then and there. She practically shoved the invitation in her hand that he possibly stole from another student. Who knows? Now she walks among the scholars and spellcasters, completely unprepared for this event. But the fountains ripple as you pass. Rain falls differently around you. What would you like to do as you enter?
I will glide my way to the front center of the stage and await what happens next.
Front center. All right, let me move this student out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, give me an athletics or persuasion to put yourself in the front center.
Go with persuasion.
Okay. As you calmly ask several students to move out of the way so you can get front and center, an owl can kind of screeches for a moment as he didn't realize you were there because he was standing front and center. He just squawks once, apologizes, and he tilts his head. He is just put you all in the Biblioplex now. Show it roughly where you're all standing. This is what the Alkin looks like in question that you pushed out of the way, Galleah.
Oh, I'm certain we could share the same space. You're small enough.
He said, out of my way, and person coming through.
Medium. Okay. He squawks and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, new. Were you already there? Was this your claim spot?
No need to apologize. You're forgiven.
He kind of tilts his head and like shuffles backwards a little to make room for you. Now we'll go on to Minerva.
Indeed.
What are you thinking as you come through the threshold, since I was not giving a full backstory for you?
She's probably not, she's gonna walk in confidently, just kind of look around and just be like, "Oh, interesting, more people than I expected," and gonna walk over and kind of sit down in an open or stand in an open spot.
Okay. Scar, what are you thinking as you enter the Biblioplex?
There's too many people and we need a new plague.
No, you're not wrong, but what are your character thinking?
Same. And then she's just going to go sit down over near Peach because she looks like a reasonable person that
You
well
saw her day
from
drinking and you just wanted to
Scar's,
hang out.
yeah, pretty much. That's exactly where I was going about. And I will graciously accept. And probably ask if she knows what we're doing and how long it's going to take. Cool. At least we're on the same page.
Are you, though?
I don't need that one. This one. Okay. As you look at the stage, there are 3 folks on the stage. One person slowly going up the stairs as the other 2 are speaking. So there you see this Alkin talking to this female human. And they're just quietly discussing something while this gentleman comes walking up the stairs. As the Alkin and the female human stop talking for a moment, the female human looks at the crowd, and the Alkin kind of steps towards the back here. And she looks, the human female looks around and says, "Welcome, students. I am Dean Augusta Tullis. I am the Dean of Strixhaven at the moment, as the powers be have granted me that privilege. I am here to welcome the first new class to Strixhaven. We are also guided by," and she points to the Alkin. For some reason, their token didn't pop their name. Mavinda Sharpbeak.
How appropriate.
That's actually saved as a token. Mavinda Sharpbeak. She is your academic advisor and your liaison for any professors if you can't ask them directly. You can always ask her, and she will answer any questions that you may have about room, board, and other things. Since you are the first class back, we don't necessarily have a whole lot of resources per se. So your teachers are actually getting acquainted with their offices now, so you won't meet all of your professors today, but you will at least meet your homeroom professor. He'll be in charge of all of your exams and to make sure that your stay at the Biblioplex is great. And she looks over at the male human. And he looks over at the whole crowd, says, "Yes, my name is Professor Zerthan Val. I am your common room director. I am also the professor. Actually, I have a question for you. First question of the whole semester. What is the greatest form of magic?
Galleah shoots up her arm.
Yes, you in the front.
The one that you possess yourself.
Teacher's pet.
I like your thought process. That is a very interesting way to do it. As borrowed magic can always go awry, you are correct. But the greatest form of all magic, chronomancy.
Bruno,
Time,
what's he?
Time magic.
time magic.
Oh no.
Time weaves forward, time weaves backward, time weaves it all. And within the weaves of time itself, we could see everything. And we can learn everything. And that is how I will introduce myself as also the professor of chronomancy. Not to toot my own horn now. You won't necessarily have to
Boo.
deal with that class that is far above first years. But for now, I will make sure that your homeroom exercises are well taken care of. If you have any questions, feel free to ask myself, Lavinda. I don't necessarily think our dean will be answering questions too soon, as I believe she has a meeting. And the dean nods and goes, "Yes. Let me get through the introductions. I like these." And she says, "And to fully get you in, your bags, if you'll have looked down, will have noticed that they are gone. They are in your rooms, waiting for you to unpack there. Your rooms has already been decorated via by your specifications when you wrote in. Those who did not write in, we still might have probed your mind when you walked through the front door. So we've at least decorated. But
Hope you had fun in there. It's a bit chaotic.
the probing is not done by us, it's done by the door, and it probes for just what your favorite room would look like.
I stand by my statement. You should probably get that door some mental health help, just quietly.
How quietly do you say that?
Not quietly at all.
Not quietly at all? Okay.
Nope.
Mavinda and Professor Vald side-eye you. The dean continues on and goes, "For the first day, I have a scavenger hunt for you all. Isn't that great?"
Yippee.
And she claps her
Uh.
hands and like little tiny lists pop into your hand. Now, you're going to all
Cool.
form a group. Well, okay, you're not all going to form a group. I have already taken the liberty of forming your groups. So you'll find their names on the sheet. Go ahead and mingle, meet your classmates, and then we'll start the scavenger hunt.
Groovy.
Sounds like a trap, but okay.
I was hoping to hear a little bit more excitement. As some people are like, "Yay!"
Oh, how fun!
There it is! Yay!
Thank
Now I have to
you.
sadly go to a meeting. And she disappears in a puff of smoke.
I will turn to the person next to me. Are you any of the people on this list? No. Okay.
No.
Thank you.
And as you look down at the list, it says B, Sean, Peach, Scar, and
But
Minerva.
oh, are you one of the people on this list?
That depends. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Galleah.
Galleah. Yes, and I believe we're on the same team.
Excellent. Let's find the others and get moving. We need to win.
Sounds like a plan.
Are you on this list? No, thank you.
As you see, the rest of the groups kind of like meander and mingle amongst themselves.
No. Oh, I'm Scar. I guess we're in the same group.
Are you on this
Right,
list?
yeah, you're on. She sounds real fancy. Please tell me you have more ale to get us through this. Oh, you sound like
Fine,
my new
don't
best
answer
friend.
me. Are you on this list?
Yes. Me.
Oh. Hello, I'm Galleah. And this is Minerva, I believe.
Yes.
Hello, Minerva.
Hello, I'm Minerva.
Minerva.
You have a sore throat? Do you want some mead?
Why, yes, that would be lovely.
There we go.
Thank you. Yes,
Minerva's
I'm
gonna go, yes.
Galleah.
All right, and Scar drags herself off the ground.
All right, let's win. Where do we start?
Agreed.
As you find your group, the
Mhm.
words upon the parchment change, and new words scroll across like little spiders.
Creepy.
I guess we completed the
Students
first
can-
part of the puzzle already.
Students win a prize for each clue that they solved. There are 5 clues. Only one student can solve each clue. If you try to solve more than one clue, that item that you win, or the prize that you win from the area, disappears from your grasp.
Very tricksy.
You may only get one chance per clue per person.
Who would like to go first?
And then it scrolls several clues across the parchment. Clue 1. You'll forget all about any trouble or plight when you step forward and are ensnarled in the light. Clue 2. Alumni commission works when they retire, seeking promising mages to inspire. Clue 3. Each group deserves a free treat for their investment. Serve up this list and enjoy your refreshment. Clue 4. These leafy beds aren't always what they seem. Give them a pat and see what you glean. Clue 5. Some stars are ancient, enduring, and bright, but others, maybe you, are born on opening night.
Does any clue appeal to anyone thus far?
Oh, of course.
I feel like number 3 is the cafeteria.
I feel like the last one is Peach.
The last one sounds like it would be a theater of some kind.
You may. Yeah.
I think
all may
Galleah
make
would be the expert on that one.
Yeah. You all may make intelligence checks to glean them if you wish. If they sound a little too troubling.
I'm gonna do that.
You do that then.
I don't know anything.
Hmm.
I'm worried about my bees. What did they do with my bees?
That's a sad investigation.
Which one did you want to glean about, Scar?
Um,
Ugh.
Well.
number 2.
I'll use my inspiration.
I don't think I need to.
Number 2?
Not much better.
Chicken attack.
Oh, these. I
Ow.
forgot to change out all the doors. I'll
Lot of
just remove
sevens.
all the
Mike.
doors.
Arch nemesis. Doors.
Arch
This is
nemesis.
true. Doesn't matter whether it's a pen and paper, a video game, or real life. Doors defeat her every time.
Every time.
Put in proper doors later. But for now, I'll just remove them. All right, token layer. Let's see. You asked about number 12. Number 2.
Yes, number 2.
It is, from what you can tell, you've heard about a student art gallery here before.
Interesting.
And you do remember, upon walking into the biblioplex, there was a what's the word I'm looking for?
You
Guide?
are here poster?
Yeah, kind of like that. But it was kind of like a magical orb that just, if you touch it, it tells you all the areas of the biblioplex and where to go from there.
Oh, okay. Well, I
You-
shall
Um,
relay
but
this information. and
do you
poke
remember touching
the
it
wall.
and seeing, the grand stage? And you also remember touching it and seeing, where is my ruler? The art gallery is this direction.
Nice.
Can I try to solve the 4th one?
Okay, what'd you get?
I got a 7, but I think I know what it is based on looking at the map.
Okay. What do you think it is?
If I walk over to the plant things and pat them, will they do something? Pat, pat.
Suddenly eats her face.
As you
And we're
as you
down a
pat
member.
as you pat the shrubbery, its branches open, and you see a plush owlbear.
Oh, that's
Like
cute as
a
fuck.
stuffed animal?
Yeah,
Yes.
like a plushy owlbear.
I want to take that. Thank
think that's
you.
the
And you see
reward.
little sparkles fly up, boop, as you've won one of the prizes.
Hey. Thank you.
Hurrah!
And I'm going to show off my plush owl bear.
And it literally has a tag of "You can keep me," so you can put that in your inventory.
I will.
Done and done.
That was going to happen regardless of whether or not she could keep it. Like,
Yeah.
be honest.
Right. The 4th one has been gotten.
I had a
Mm-hmm. We just got to head over there.
yeah. I
Let's do
rolled
that.
for the 3rd one.
You rolled for the 3rd one. What'd you get on your roll here?
19.
With a wisdom?
You said intelligence.
Yeah. Investigation.
Oh, I thought you said just an intelligence roll. I just rolled intelligence.
It shouldn't have been a wisdom.
I'm so confused.
Let's roll 20.
Doesn't take much.
Yeah.
In other words, roll an
Why
investigation
does it
check
say?
again.
You're right. It does say wisdom, but
Yeah.
it's the same either way.
So-
Wisdom and intelligence are both the same score.
So even investigation is a 0?
Investigation only adds 2.
You could always roll it and see if you get higher.
I doubt it.
Give it a try.
See?
Okay. You still get, which one did you want? 3?
Number 3.
Yeah, it is the Biblioplex Cafe.
See, I knew it. I called that.
You said
It's the-
cafeteria. That's not the
Cafe.
same thing.
Yeah.
Pretty damn close. Cafe, cafeteria. No.
That is B6.
Either way.
Yeah.
I'm
And
going
you know that
to...
is right next to the entrance. Way down here.
I'm going down there.
Okay.
So I'm hungry.
Don't think they're gonna serve what you need though.
And
I
then
don't know.
see, Galleah, you rolled as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
A
seeing
12.
12. What did you want to get? 'Cause
I
2 has been figured, 3 has been
Mhm.
figured, 4 has been gotten.
1.
This clue refers to the Hall of Oracles, which is right next to the stage.
All right. Do we all go
Right.
separately or together?
And Peach, I believe you wanted to figure out the last clue. It is the amphitheater. It is literally the stage. Since you're the closest, we'll solve that first.
Minerva will follow Galleah.
Okay, so what were you asking? That's a possibility.
And you must role play the singing. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
I
what
have
would you
no idea
see?
what any of that meant.
Okay, give me a performance check.
It would be the tale of Mr. Limmywinks.
As you sing this, those around the amphitheater stop what they're doing and are enthralled for a moment as little lights twinkle into and shine down on you to really give you the spotlight. And then little confetti pops up and goes, boop, boop, congratulations. And you get a little award in your hand, like a little medal.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Peach, what is your passive perception? Okay.
And she's actually squishy now.
For
Squishy
a
for real,
minute.
yo.
For a minute. She'll change that.
Right. Galleah,
Hmm.
you reach the Hall of Oracles first, as it is right next door. What would you like to do while there?
Well, light is referenced. I shall step into the center where this beam of light seems to be. But I can't. But I Try.
As you touch the energy, which is known as the snarl of magic, it shunts you in and then out of place. And you are holding a potion of healing. And a reward. Beep, boop. Congratulations. And the award looks like a little shimmer or mode of light that like follows you a little.
Oh, lovely. It would seem that we have another reward.
Yay.
And you.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
Hmm?
So it was added as a thing for clue 1, but all the clues are supposed to get this. So, B, whenever you look at your plushie, you also find out that there's a potion of healing there. Each, you also find a potion of healing. So with each clue, you get a free potion of healing.
Sweet.
Let's see, I believe Scar would make it to the artwork first, and then we'll go with Sean. So Scar, as you walk into this
a fancy
crisp-looking
view.
room features white walls and columns that stretch from floor to ceiling. Displayed on or within these are art pieces representative of various media that students have created. Students from Prismari College typically attend this space. 3 Prismari pledge mages are all walking around, as well as one of the year ones that was already outside, kind of scrambled in here to look.
Okie dokie. Can I figure out which picture I'm supposed to poke at?
Tipa.
No.
Give me a perception check. Okay. You notice one of them says that it shows several mages looking around the biblioplex. And at the bottom it says, at Strixhaven, we were all inspired. And below that placard is a small lever.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Pulling the lever.
As you pull the lever, a little box pops out and a pendant and a potion of healing is there for you.
Ooh, fancy. Thanks. Is it just like a random pendant?
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
if you wave it, it sheds 10-foot bright light.
Oh, nice.
Like the little globe that Galleah got. If she taps it, it'll shed bright light for like 10 feet.
Excellent for those pep rallies that are somehow like a rave.
Yeah, definitely. I'll toddle back and show everyone my little pendant and potion, saying I figured it out.
Well done.
I did it.
All right, and then to the cafe.
Yay.
Shall we all go?
As you come into the cafe, read the description here. Bibelplex Cafe. One wall of this area is covered with murals made from a living tree's roots, which move occasionally and make the entire place feel truly alive. It's right here, folks.
Just let us move around all crazy like Grim. God damn.
I'm just wanting to make sure that you know the direction. Entire place feels alive. The ceiling is covered in painted leaves, which change colors depending on the season outside. Right now, it's kind of like an autumn / towards the end of summer. The magic also prompts painted squirrels to run about up and down the mural's roots and across the and birds to go about the leaves. So like
Squirrel?
the whole ceiling and walls feel alive in here. And as the squirrels run across the roots, they even run over some of the menu as the mural wraps around a menu, and the squirrels can actually run over the words of the menu.
So
The
I'm
menu
never eating here.
is grilled halloumi with morels on wheat, toasted cockatrice gizzards on rye,
Yeah.
open-faced radish chips, deep fried with Dijon, crunchy frog legs on toast, rainbow carrots and watercress chestnuts on white, dragon breath peppers, and salami on a bagel. Each thing costs 1 copper.
I will present my doohickey.
As you present it, the lady behind the counter giggles and says, "Welcome, I'm Asla Fizzbottom. I
It is
am
nice to
the
meet you,
barista here.
Asla Fizzbottom.
I am the barista here, and I have a reward for you solving the puzzle." She
Yay!
hands you a potion of healing and a backpack.
Ooh. Thank you.
And she's like, "This is Keyword's handy haversack."
Ooh.
Got the handy haversack, huh?
Yes.
I got
You
someone's
have
sack.
a handy haversack.
I zoned in on handy, but okay.
Keyword specifically, but it's a haversack. So it's a
Mhm.
mini bag of holding.
Disturbed by the fact that the women are the ones being more perverted than me. This is disturbing.
Sounds like a you problem.
You're
We're all
delighted
having
and
it.
you know it.
No, I'm scared.
Mm. Mm. Oh.
I'm so scared. Okay. I will go and find the rest of my companions now. My
We're not far.
search team. I'm still very, very hungry.
Order some food then. Not that hard.
They don't have what I like here.
Well, now you're just being picky, man.
Are there further instructions on the scavenger hunt
One
list?
moment.
Galileo, Galileo, Galileo Figaro.
What is he saying?
Dumb stuff.
You all hear like a scream come from the stacks over this direction.
Run.
What was it?
Slowly walk.
Who was it?
This woman over here is screaming as she points at several bookshelves.
What is the problem? It's a
She
lot of
screams,
noise.
points at the bookshelves, and goes, "The trunk has teeth!"
That's a bookshelf. That's not a
And
trunk.
there is a small trunk down the aisle that is sliding on several hands towards her.
That is a mimic. Why is there a mimic in the library? Why are you being so loud in the library?
And like,
Where
to
did
be
I put
fair,
that
you'd
mimic
probably be
at?
pretty loud if you were being chased by a mimic too.
To be fair, I'm pretty loud to begin with.
This
Exactly.
chest with teeth and a tongue and arms that
Oh.
peel out of the mouth just sloths forward. I need you all to roll initiative.
How vile.
Okay.
Okay.
Peach, I believe you're muted.
That's an unfortunate roll.
That's fair. It's a reasonable response.
Let's see, I've never seen you roll such a low initiative before.
That's because this character doesn't really have a lot of decks, and it's the first time I'm playing a non-dex character.
I've never seen Peach roll so high on her initiative.
But she is squishy now.
Mm.
I'm
So
pretty sure
squishy.
everybody is squishy.
Mhm.
What? Everybody's squishy.
Never have
All
guessed
right.
that we'd all be squishy at level 1. Don't jinx me!
Peach, you go
Why
first.
do you automatically assume it's you?
What are you doing?
Hey, brother. Yeah, good. Doing day.
Are you sure? Do you want to hop on the table? I'll give you an athletics check. Okay. I mean,
An
that'll hit
ale.
it as you slam it in the side with a stream of cold, frothy alcohol. Oh, is that automatically whispering to me? Wow.
What is that from?
Cobalt Press.
That's hilarious.
14.
No, I found my new favorite spell already.
I'm guessing Silvery Barbs.
Silvery Barb's is not my favorite spell.
Oh, good.
I'm fitting to show you.
Silvery Barbs might be my favorite spell, though.
Oh, yeah, finger guns. That's a good one.
I fucking love that spell.
Yeah, those things are cool.
Pew pew.
But no, he made the saving throw with a 14. All right. Minerva, what would you like to do? As this mimic is slobbering, and since they got hit with alcohol, it wheels around and slurps towards you all.
Minerva is going to pull out her holy symbol and cast Chill Touch from it.
All right.
16.
16 will hit it.
Okay.
As your, if I remember correctly, a bony hand. Unless you wish to describe something different.
Oh no, bony hand is fine.
As this
For
bony
5
hand
necrotic damage.
pokes the mimic.
I'm noticing a theme
yes.
here. Everybody's doing cold damage.
Chill touch does necrotic damage.
Oh, necrotic.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's just called chill touch, though.
Yeah. Cold in name.
Now, did you want to do anything else?
I think that will be the end of my turn.
Scar, what would you like to do?
Please stand by while the scar is buffering.
Right.
My apologies, I was muted.
Ah,
Shoot. Pew.
Shoot your crossbow.
Mm-hmm. Am I even close enough?
crossbow will
Actually,
definitely hit it.
we'll hit it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 10 damage.
I'm pretty sure you want to move closer to hit it, though.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
believe
I do.
You're standing way over here. And he's like down this little hallway.
So there.
Okay, there we go.
Mhm.
10 damage.
And 10 piercing. That's a me.
All right. Galleah, what would you like to do?
I would like to firebolt it.
Go for it.
I forgot for a moment that was my name. I'll be honest. That does not work.
Okay. Now we come into a new mechanic.
Mm.
Tossing fireballs in
in a library. Yeah.
Not the bestest of ideas.
I would like you to roll a
Bolt.
d20 as a luck check to see if you
Okay.
hit a bookshelf.
Isn't he covered in alcohol too?
Ruh-roh.
Yes.
But to be fair, he's covered in ale, and that's just
Okay.
beer. But whatever.
Forgot to mention, with the luck check, you have to call high or low. So we'll have you roll again. Call high or low before you roll.
Low.
Okay. Roll it again.
Ah.
As you cast this firebolt, it swerves over the mimic gracefully into the bookshelves where the alcohol is already hit and lights it up. Let me get out some fire, folks. Fire. Here we go. Fire.
Huh.
Fire!
It's just a slow fire so far, but something is on fire.
I would like to point out it wasn't me.
This time.
We'll make it
Don't have a
roll on
lot of
initiative
fire
0.
at home.
All right. Did you want to move anywhere as you cast this firebolt down the hall of books?
Oh dear. No. I think I'm shocked at it, to standing still.
That's what it was supposed to have. B, what would you like to do?
I will move. I can't see it.
That does emit bright light. All right.
Let's do.
Erupting Ichor?
That sounds nasty.
16, that will definitely hit.
Okay. And it does 13 damage, and at the start of its turn, unless it takes an action to wipe it off, it will continue to take 3 necrotic damage.
Okay. That's a pretty good spell. As you hurl this glob. Oh, you spit it.
Yep.
That's a good range for spit. 60 feet?
That's
Yeah.
nasty. That's
You can
nasty.
spit pretty far there.
Talk a loogie up to 60 feet. That's pretty good.
You also spit
Necroloogie.
necrotic damage.
It's a
So.
necroloogie.
Yeah. All right. Did you want to move anywhere or anything? You're hawking a loogie at this thing?
I'll like step back, I guess.
Just sit back here and keep spitting at it.
Yeah, this person runs this way. Sean, what would you like to do?
I told you to. There you go. There it goes. Jesus, thing is not wanting to cooperate today. There we go. I'm gonna pokey.
Go for it.
All right. First pokey is a 24.
24 will hit it. I think originally they called for it to have 30 hit points. I knew that was too low.
There's an 8. Because I got the masteries, I get a free second pokey.
Go for it.
And that's a crit.
Holy hell.
He did.
He probably is.
Well, it's a dagger. It's a D. I'm rolling 2d4. Are we doing the deck of
Yeah.
cards?
Yeah, I'm drawing right now.
Ah.
As soon as I find him. Dagger. Poke in the belly. Triple damage.
Yeah.
Okay. 3d4.
Mm-hmm.
3d4, and I don't get to add my ability modifier, so 5.
Okay, he's still alive.
Wow.
Huge damage. Huge.
Level 1s. Here we go.
Now, if somebody else was standing here, I could sneak attack. Maybe.
Everybody else is a caster, kinda. You would agree. I mean, you all hit like a truck, though. This thing's almost dead.
That's because one of us spits necroloogies.
Speaking of which, he loses 3 health at the start of his turn.
Is it necrotic spit?
Yeah,
damage?
necrotic spit.
I would have
No,
died if he
necrots.
died on that 3 damage.
That would've been
Almost.
hilarious.
Almost. No, instead he's going to bite.
Me.
Yeah. 8 to hit you.
An 8 to hit does not hit, sir.
Yeah. So it goes to bite at you and nothing happens.
He
Now
thought
we
about
go
biting.
with Fire's turn. Galleah, please give me another luck roll.
Okay. I'm going to go low again.
Yeah. Okay. It
Hurrah.
doesn't spread as rapidly,
Okay.
but it is spreading. Peach, what would you like to do? Mm-hmm. All right. Give me a higher. Give me a luck check as well. Okay.
So you hit the fire with the ale and everything goes aflame more. Yep.
Oh.
You spread the fire to the other side of the aisle.
Oh.
I'm not going
Is
to
it-
die to the mimic. I'm going to die because Peach burned me to death.
Did you want to move anywhere before Minerva? Right. You. What's your passive perception again? 13, right? Okay. You can hear like a cogwork archivist beeping, like it's inbound to help.
Hmm.
Is that one of B's relatives?
Hmm.
I don't think so.
Minerva, what would you like to do? Oh, I'm sorry, Peach. Were you still moving? Okay. How would you do that?
Groovy.
How would you like to do that? Okay. Minerva, what would you like to do?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Minerva is going to. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna hit him with Sacred Flame this time.
Because we need more flames.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well,
not
Sacred
real
Flame
flames
is
if it
Sacred
counts.
Flame
I
is
know.
radiant. And I believe he needs to make a dexterity save. Yes.
Dex save on this creature. He fails.
Okay, so he takes 7 radiant damage.
He dies.
Excellent.
Okay, can I do something?
Archivist comes down this hall. Yes, what would you like to do?
I want to create rain and put out the fire.
As you put out the fire, the cogwork literally rounds the corner with like its arms shifting into like this water blaster with like a glyph igniting on it, about to spritz down the whole thing with like a foam.
Oh,
But the
okay.
fire is put out.
That would probably, do less harm than water.
As the aisle is slogged with damp, destroyed books, the cogwork archivist slumps, and what you can only surmise as a robot sighing as it starts peeling the soggy books off the floor
Hmm.
and trying to figure out where they once went to figure out what book that once was.
Hmm.
As you see him,
Sorry.
you also see Lavinda come rushing around the corner with a satchel, going, "You students okay?"
It wasn't me.
believe
I
so.
didn't start no fires.
We are okay, Matt.
Okay, and she puts away several healing potions that she was going to use if somebody was hurt. She ruffles her feathers back into place and says, "Such bravery for an incoming class. That's amazing." All the other students have kind of run off and hidden for right now. We're tracking them down at the moment. But it's so odd that, one, there was a mimic in our library. We have magic to detect this.
Maybe you should look into that.
Or the people who were assigned to check.
And she looks over at the box. That's from the Rose stage. I'll double check with the theater club kids
Smart.
and see if they were messing with anything they shouldn't have been. Sean, what is your
I
passive
can already
perception?
tell her that they were.
My passive perception isn't worth talking about. It's a
I was
10.
gonna ask if there's anything to loot off of it.
Go for it. Give me an investigation or perception check, whichever.
Twenty.
20. As you look through the box, you do see like a little stamp on the side, as it did belong to the Rose Theater and the Theater Kids group, but it was marked as a normal box. And then you see like this weird black fluid eke out of its mouth.
Ew.
I think this is a time for me to use my one and only magic spell.
Which is?
Getting a clue.
Get a
It's
clue,
Blue's
would you?
Clues.
Well, apparently that was a bad idea. I've broken Grim.
No, I was reading through the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, you see fingerprints and footprints highlight. The box was touched by a few people. So it's about 5 or 6 fingers or different hands are all touching it at different times, opening the lid for the most part. Give me a perception check with the clue. You'll have advantage since you're looking specifically for.
Yep. You said with advantage?
Yes.
Good, because it's not going to be a very good roll. As I said.
You do see a different set. So there's like 5 or 6 handprints that like open the box from the front, but you do see like a weird handprint on the back. It's different. It's highly different from the others, and it's like this neon blue-ish handprint that seems to have like a rounded bubble tip fingers.
It's like a giant frog or gecko person has
Frog?
touched this.
Hmm.
B,
Could
you don't see
possibly be a
this. It
frog
only
person.
works for me.
I was saying that out of character.
Oh. What the cluck?
Hey, that's
Vinda
my line.
looks over at you all and goes, "Thank you for your service, and to reward your bravery, here you all go." And she hands each one of you 1 platinum piece.
Oh, shit.
Yay! Thank you.
That is a lot of money. I have never seen that much money before.
Yeah, she reaches in her bag. She hands each character 1 platinum piece,
Hmm.
and says, "Sometimes stage animals get free. They're like fake magical animals that we've bewitched to just help with the plays, but usually they're just like harmless. This one obviously didn't cause any harm, so it might have been one of those just in the wrong place because nobody got hurt. It just scared you.
Well, I mean,
If you say so, but
books.
there is a very strange marking on here. A little frog or lizard person has been finagling with this.
Movinda looks over and goes, "You know what? We don't have a frog person on staff or a student."
Hmm.
And honestly, whenever we put it on that the flyer, that's just a joke. We don't actually turn people into frogs.
Well, that's no fun.
But it does get them to actually select their classes pretty rapidly.
Well, I guess there's that. But regardless, there is definitely the mark of some sort of climbing reptilian on here.
Yes. You all go mingle, enjoy some cafe snacks, or even go into the Fire Jolt Cafe, which is nearby. Much larger. It's the actual like coffee cafeteria kind of thing. While I clean up this mess.
Hmm.
Do you all want to do anything else with the mimic before we move on?
Does anyone else have skills or magic that would be good for this? B?
I
Not prepared right now.
Hmm. What about Galileo?
who is he speaking about?
Oh, I'm sorry, Galilea.
Galleah.
Isn't that
Well,
what I said?
Sure. We'll go
most
with that.
decidedly not.
Oh, apologies.
How are we doing spell components?
Are you purchasing them?
Well, if I do identify.
Yeah. So there is a shop on campus in the Biblioplex near the cafe.
Hmm.
I think it's beef. Yeah, the student store. This small shop is stocked with books, equipment, and gear useful for academic supplies. It also handles any chemical or uh, magical necessities of students. So you can buy material components from there um, at normal pricing.
No, I'm not able to do anything.
You also may buy hats, scarves, tunics, robes, gloves, and all the other apparel embroidered with Strixhaven and any of the colleges or schools.
Of course.
Got to represent your college after all.
Mhm. You may also buy like spell books, journals.
Things to that effect.
Yeah. There's a section where it says brooms, flight brooms, not flight brooms. Do not ride these. They will not carry you.
Says you. Maybe I'll figure out our way.
And next to the flight brooms, it says you must have a license.
You just want me to not have fun, don't you, Grim? No, I have nothing that I can do either. So
Okay. Minerva, you said that you had nothing? And Pete, you're good? All right, so we will do a 5-minute bio break and then come back.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like it when you say that.
Yeah, it usually doesn't bode well.
Never.
What?
Well,
He's back.
I am. I was listening to us on Grimm's channel.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. We're on there, aren't we?
Yeah, we're gonna be famous.
Nah.
We just got to be able to make people laugh, and then they'll just keep watching to see what stupid shit we do next.
Exactly.
That's not hard.
We want them to laugh with us, not at us.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say, like, pretty easy to make people laugh at us.
Are we all back yet?
Peach, are you back? I think we are. Minerva? Or not?
No Minerva, potentially no B.
I'm here.
No. Yeah, B's here.
I'm here.
There, he's back.
All
I
right.
never left.
As you all gather away from the mimic, as Mavinda starts cleaning it up and complaining about the theater kids mucking things up once more. What would you all like to do? I mean, as you guys are making your way out of that, the slip of paper that is the scavenger hunt disappears, and a key is now in each one of your hands. And it is the key to your room.
Excellent.
So it literally has like a slip of paper that trails behind the key that tells you which room number you are and what floor of the basement that you belong onto in the Bibliplex.
Fair enough.
Oh God, they're keeping us in the basement.
Yeah.
No, it is par for course. Have you seen us?
It's pretty fair.
True.
Like, we did just set the library on fire.
Ah.
I do apologize for that. And I shan't do it again.
This is the woman that spread the fire.
Think I will go and check out my lodgings for my stay at this academy.
Yeah. Same.
All right. Sean, since you're the first one who piped up about it, describe to me, or describe to the rest of us, what your perfect room for your character would look like. If you're even showing it off.
I don't care if they want to see my room. It is dark and gothic. It will have a nice sized 4-post bed. It will be done in dark colors. There is an unusual spider motif to everything. But other than that, it's not much different than anybody else. And I have broken
Right.
Grim.
Nah, I was looking into something. go with Peach. What is your room? Alrighty, Minerva.
Minerva's room is kind of fancy, a little gothic fancy, but she's got a big bed with like purple, royal, almost like royal purple colored curtains on it, and she's got it also looks like she's got a little bit of church motif in there too. She has a couple of crosses in the area, and she has a little spot in the corner that she has like an altar set up where she can pray. And yeah, aside from that,
All right. Scar, what does your room look like?
My room would be somewhat modest in the way of things, but one wall would be a complete bookshelf filled with books on curses and whatnot, and then a desk with basic alchemy supplies to fiddle around with and potentially blow up the entire building.
Okay.
A giant beanbag.
Nice. Galleah? What would your room look like?
Probably just what everyone's imagining. A lot of silk hanging and draped around, and a round bed with a princess canopy, and a phonograph with lots of records of whale song and waves crashing, and a lot of mermaid themes around the rooms, little statues and figurines, and one in a bell jar, a large nautilus shell.
Okay.
Not what I was imagining. I figured she
Oh.
had a large pool, but
No.
B, what would your room look like?
Probably something that would remind her of her home, so small and rustic. She doesn't need a bed because she doesn't sleep. Plenty of windows so that she can watch her beehives and make sure that everything is okay with them. Maybe some barrels. And like chef supplies and brewer supplies and stuff like that.
Okay. And then lastly, Peach.
just your friendly neighborhood tavern wench.
All right. These are very comfortable rooms you've all described. You have your keys to them. You have a means to the cafe, or one of the many. This is but the end of day one to Strixhaven, as the rest of the students mingle about. what would you all like to try and do before shoving off for the night, so to speak? Or ending
What was
your
our
night?
prize for completing the scavenger hunt?
You got one of those party wands that make light.
Finally, got potions.
Yeah, 5 folks got potions. Several of you actually got actual magical items.
But I thought there was like something after, like when we completed it. I suppose we didn't really complete it because we got jumped by a mimic.
No, I mean, she rewarded you with 1 platinum piece apiece.
Yeah, but that was for the mimic. Like,
Sometimes activities don't have a true prize at the end. They just have little
what?
prizes along the way.
You
It's like
got the
saying
key to
that,
your
Like
room.
the
prize of friendship. Like,
I was just gonna say the true prize was the friendship you made along the way.
That's right. You got
Hey,
friends. You didn't have a lot of those to begin with.
I mean, like, I did say I needed a new plague. Like, wasn't looking for friends, looking for a plague.
That's a plague upon you.
Yeah, true.
You need to work on your
Nah,
words.
Scar's just gonna head back to her room.
Okay.
Minerva is going to stop at Galleah's room before she heads back to bed. Or off to her room for the evening.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to stop by and say, I see how happy you were about our first day. We successfully won the treasure hunt.
Just as I predicted.
Yes. So you're a soothsayer, are you?
No, I don't know what that is.
You
Maybe?
you make predictions, I suppose.
No, I
More of
just
a seer, I suppose.
really wanted it
Um,
to happen, you know.
that makes sense, I suppose.
Did you find your room to your liking?
I did. It is quite comfy.
Oh, good. Quite pleased with my own.
Indeed, it looks very soft.
It
That's
is.
silk.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Good eye.
Excellent taste.
Thank you. And, well, I'll come and visit you sometime and and see your decorating style.
Well, mine is not perhaps as fancy as yours is.
Oh. This is fancy? This is just home.
I did not think to add the silk bed sheets.
You should.
They're probably quite comfy. Sleep
They
like a doll in them.
Did anyone else wish to do anything before bed?
Looks like Sean's trying to do some sneaky shit.
I'm doing all kinds of shit. You don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm actually just trying to change dice and seeing how they roll.
Right, because his first one were awful. I mean, there are students milling about before the actual lights out. Some are in the, So how the Biblioplex kind of works is once you go down the steps, you go into the Scriptoria collections, which seems to be more like a hangout spot for any of these students with some bookshelves, some gaming mats. I'll show you the map. Hold on.
Come on, guys, we're going to the bodega.
This is the Scriptoria collections. So, they've got like a table with like runes etched on it in an open book.
Looks like they're playing D&D at that table.
It does.
They probably are. Really meta.
Holograms, like talking scrolls are off in the corner. There's several tables that of people that have written on scrolls here and there. A couple chess games that were going at some point. This is kind of like a study hall or just a room to just be. And the stairs are over here that lead upward. Be sure that I'm on the right layer here.
I don't feel like they'd be playing Dungeons and Dragons. I feel like they'd be playing something like Suburbs and
Maybe-
Suburban.
Humans and
Maybe
houses.
they'd be playing.
Yeah, humans and houses. Yeah.
They're like, I'm playing Deborah the accountant.
Yeah.
I'm a level 2 office worker.
Yeah.
yeah.
With a drinking problem
HR.
and mental health issues.
But nice.
You
But the
leveled up.
stairs up is over here, but the astrolabe over here is whenever you touch it, it leads to your room.
Mm.
So you like teleport into like several corridors that go onto the specific floor that first years are on or second years are on. So like your key is specific to your room, but when you touch the astrolabe, you teleport to the floor that is your class.
But how do we get back?
You don't.
At the end of the hall, there's literally another astrolabe that just teleports you out.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. What's the chances of me being able to steal one of these astrolabes?
They look
It
pretty
is
big.
about 4 feet across.
So you're saying it's doable?
So you're
About 4 feet
saying there's a
across, or
chance.
like 4 foot in diameter kind of thing. And it seems to be like a marble-esque look with like runes across it. You could try.
Better
But
be
She's like,
touching
hitting
it
that's not a
causes
no.
you to teleport. So
Yeah, I feel like the second I touch it, I'll just teleport. So I won't
Yeah.
bother.
I mean, you could try other means of touching it, but you have to get clever, and I would need some intelligence checks for that.
I'm kind
Touch
of
me.
intelligent.
Touch me, touch me. Say that you'll touch me. You're more intelligent than me
This is
this
true.
time.
Doesn't take much though. Have you met you?
Average intelligence.
What was I thinking? I lost my
So-
train
You
of thought.
weren't. That's the problem.
Peach, you
Like
do
it.
see several students milling about this room. They do talk to you about ale. Some of them can spare a couple copper if you wish to sell. Give me. Oh, okay. Trying to
Opening
start a
night.
party on
Let's
the
get
first night.
crunk.
Okay. Are you trying to start a big party? All right, give me a persuasion check. See how many people you could really get involved into this party.
I feel like she's really good at those.
Get your bard on. She
Yep.
really
Yep.
good.
Right.
Boom.
I put somebody in the bookshelf.
Because clearly there are books in.
Grayson Wildmere. We'll just put him right there. Lorene. Little Thorin, he looks like he'll party. Nora and Wu looks like they'll party. Rosie, the chick who screamed earlier. Yeah,
She's
all
not
these
here to
folks
party.
just
She's
kind of
here to
like
get
come
forbid.
around and they all say that they'll join you in a drink and whatnot. The others kind of scoff at you. They don't really want to mess up their first night at class or whatever. But these folks seem to be chill enough to party. As they mill about the room and you offer them ale, and they start drinking it. Yeah, so they're willing to drink and have fun with you all, or with you at least. Does anybody else wish to join this little party menagerie thing?
I will, because Peach is now my dealer for ale.
I would have to check with someone to see if they approve.
I think B approves. You're good.
Teacher's pet.
So, do you check with your patron? Is that what you're asking for?
Mm-hmm.
How do you commune with your patron? How do you try to commune with your patron?
I remove the lid from the bell jar and hold my hand onto the shell.
A face slowly materializes in your vision deep within a watery, murky realm. And it's a large, bulbousy like face. It looks like it has gills, green scales, maybe like a smooth blobfish skin here and there. Yes.
Hey?
Enjoying your time? And it slowly speaks and ekes out the phrase.
Thank you.
So you in
What
or you out, fancy pants?
do you want?
Does that do what I want?
What do you want? As it tries
Okay.
to commune with you.
I just want to get through this time and learn well and continue to earn your patronage.
Easy enough. And it like slowly claps into like this weird slockish noise, like a as it claps. Go have fun.
I think that my idea of fun is quite different from those around me. But I'll
To learn
try.
new ideas.
He shrugs and grabs like this weird conch shell martini looking thing with pearls in it and drinks it. And he just like sloths away from the call and it just abruptly ends.
Well, Galleah will peek her head around out her door to see where everyone might have gone. And she'll
Yeah, you see people milling towards the astrolabe. Some are talking about somebody brought alcohol.
Yeah, you thought chronomancy was the best magic. Yeah, now you meet beermancy. She is the alcohol.
So Minerva and Minerva, where are you going to be?
Minerva is probably going to just be hanging out in her.
In her room? Okay.
Yes.
B, where would you like to be?
She'll probably wander out to see what everyone else is doing.
Okay. You see the scriptura is kind of lively. Some people are a little sloshed already, as some of these wizards cannot hold their alcohol whatsoever, since they are wizards. They do not have a constitution score whatsoever.
Little bitches.
So they are pretty lightweight. Anybody else who is actually drinking in the party, please give me a constitution saving throw. Have to beat Peach's save, which is 13.
Oh, well.
You're screwed.
No, I'm good.
Peach is drunk. Galleah is drunk, if you are partaking. You're pretty drunk. You're not schmammered or anything like that, but you're drunk. Scar, you're doing pretty good off the first one. You definitely notice that Peach is slurring. Galleah is definitely also slurring their words. Along with other students who are mucking about. Sean, are you in the room too?
I'm in the room, but I am not drinking the alcohol. I am looking for a meal.
Okay. As you're trying to like sneak it, hide it from that roll from earlier, or those rolls are for later?
Those rolls for later.
Okay, don't worry about those right now then. So how are you hunting right now?
I am just gauging the vibe of all of the peoples. For the ones that feel naughty.
Give me an insight
He's
check.
gauging how drunk they are, so he knows how drunk he'll get if he eats their face.
I got no insight, boss.
Man, you
Everybody
really
seems
suck at
pretty.
figuring shit out.
Everybody seems pretty happy. They're all chatting about their classes that they're gonna have. Kind of what they used to do. Like someone was a court wizard. Somebody kind of figured out they can cast spells when they farted.
That must have been Scar.
And then another
good.
person talks about how they figured out how to cast spells whenever they were petting their neighbor's cat, and
Meow.
sneezed and teleported the cat. Cat was okay in the end, is what they assure everybody.
Do we believe?
Because otherwise, it would be a catastrophe.
Well, that was so lame.
You're all just
Galleah with the jokes.
We learned that she has a very good sense
I
of
don't
humor.
believe that cat story.
It is actually true. That is exactly what happened with that cat.
I don't believe it.
The person who tells the tale is Elaine.
Oh. Well, she looks trustworthy, I guess.
Trust no one that doesn't have their eyes all the way open. They're always up to something.
She's really drunk.
Maybe she's just tired.
No.
Lauren.
No.
Is this having fun? I was told to have fun, and I don't know. Is it?
You don't know.
You need to drink some more.
Oh. Okay.
Drink
I need
more
to drink
and
more.
enjoy your companions and conversations. Get to know people.
Because Peach can't talk anymore. She's too drunk. She's used to pouring the ale, not partaking in the ale.
Peach is like, come on, just drink some more. It's good.
Drink with me. Drink with me.
Drink with me.
Yeah.
Don't make me drink alone.
While you're all drinking and having fun, if you wish to ask about any of the first years in this room, they will happily talk to you as they mill about. Some are starting to
I
head
will
towards their
talk to
rooms.
the screaming girl while she was in there with the mimic.
Rosie.
Yeah, she's freaking me out, man. Jesus.
He's got psycho eyes.
She got that face. That's how my
She's got-
toddler looks at me.
She is a gnome. She's a gnome. I'm Rosie. Rosamund. I'm sorry, I butchered that name. Rosie Mythnip. Wow, that name.
Come
Rosie Mythnipper.
on. Whoa, Rosie my
Fidellos.
Finipper, huh?
Yeah, Rosie.
That sounds
Rosie
dirty.
Mythnipper. Wuzzle Fidilms. Or Rosie for
Yeah.
short.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Rosie is much easier. I am Sean Kane. That is a name you have there, Rosie. My word.
It's a long-standing gnomish name. Hands down, gnomish
Long
generation.
is definitely a word for it, yes. So back to the topic at hand. Why were you with a mimic?
Well, I was checking out a book. I didn't notice the mimic there until it tried to lick me.
How does one miss a chest in the middle of a skinny book aisle?
Because there's a lot of boxes around here.
I don't know. I guess.
Like I had a box sitting on a disc that followed me into the Bibliplex, and then it was gone. But then I found out that all that stuff was teleported into our rooms and stuff. So honestly, I didn't really think on it. I just assumed it was my box again.
Do you misplace your box often?
Not in particular, but sometimes I do maybe misplace certain items or objects, but I usually find them again, or I find other people's. I am a particularly good finder.
Particularly good finder. Well, you found that mimic particularly well.
Yeah, but thankfully it didn't bite me.
Well, that is
You're
good.
welcome.
It is very good that it was not as on par with the sapient Pearwood luggage. Yes, this is good.
Yes. This is really great ale, and she downs more of it.
No, well, I can get you more. I have just met this lady. Her name is Peach. She makes it herself. I also have a friend named B. She makes mead.
Great.
Let me bring B over. B, come sit with us, B.
Okay.
I think Sean's acting mighty suspicious trying to get this girl drunk.
I will hand Scar my bottle that B gave me earlier. Would you like some too?
I don't trust you. Dun dun dun.
I will persuade her to drink the B mead.
Bring
Say
it.
good, I promise.
Face my massive persuasion.
Good, I promise. I made it myself.
What do I roll against that?
Actually, the bees kind of made it too.
You can roll insight or wisdom saving throw.
Nope, I'm drinking it.
Yeah, I
Here
mean,
you
he
go.
seems pretty trustworthy, so.
It is delicious. B made it with her own honey.
B makes honey? Like herself?
Well, the bees make honey.
The bees inside of her make the honey.
She has bees inside of her?
Yes.
Yes.
Man, this is a weird place.
She's a little clockwork woman. I mean, come on, does it get any weirder than that?
I don't know. What about the person that's surrounded by drunks that isn't drinking but eyeballing everyone really suspiciously like?
Drink your mead. You're crazy.
Well, you're not wrong, but also, okay. And I'll just start drinking.
At some point after the party starts, Minerva will come out of her room and be like, "What's going on out here?"
You
So,
see several people drunk. Some people like meandering towards the rooms, like this gentleman and this lady ish. This half-orc with massive bottle glasses starts meandering towards the astrolabe, who are
Why
slurring their
is
words.
that his tongue out, or is he eating someone?
That's a tusk. Those are his tusks.
Oh, Jesus Christ! He needs to see an orthodontist.
looks like someone's having a party on the first night.
Why do you say that, Minerva? Are you going back with the orc boy?
No, merely commenting on the drunken state of majority of people out here. That is all.
I'm one of them.
I see
Indeed,
that.
you are.
I see that. I hope you're having fun. Not that
I'm
I'm making
told that
jokes.
I am.
Oh hey, well hey, as long as you're having fun, you know. We don't want you having any regrets now.
I'm gonna nudge Peach and be like, hey, convince him to, like, come drink with us. Her.
Her.
Come drink? No, thank you. Alcohol's not really my thing.
I can make it your thing. I'll teach you. It's easy.
She's like, look, see? No gag reflex.
I have nothing against drinking. I just prefer it to remain sober, that's all.
At about
Better
this
remain
point,
boring.
Rosie kind of meanders towards the astrolabe and kind of like slumps against it and teleports away.
I think Rosie's down and out for the night. Well, it's unsurprising, though. Little people can't handle their alcohol.
I know, you were one of those little people once upon a time.
And then I grew up.
No, then you died. And then you became a necromancer. And then you died many, many times.
That happened like
did?
a handful of times.
It's quite impressive.
You look wonderful for someone who died many times.
Yes.
No. It was her past life.
Oh.
Can't you see from looking at her? She's lived many lives. Many, many lives.
I'm going to stare at...
So they're small
Sean.
lives, mini lives?
Yes,
No.
mini
Yes,
lives.
yes.
Oh.
I'm going to stare back at Scarlett since she's giving me the stink eye. Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Mini lives, little.
That's what my
Now
bees have. They have very, very mini lives.
Yes.
I'm sorry, that must be sad.
It is, but it's okay because there are lots and lots and lots of them. So even when they die, there are many to replace them.
So many.
Sounds creepy. Just like Sean's accent. Where are you from?
Is he saying mini or many?
I'm saying
don't
many.
understand.
Many lives. I don't know, but it's so hard to understand about the way I talk. Why must you be so racist?
Well, I'm not being racist. I'm asking
This
you
is
where you're from. so that I can-
discriminatory.
You know what else is discriminatory? The fact that you won't drink with us.
I know my limitations.
Yeah, you a punk ass bitch.
No, I'm just not as hearty as you. Well, various things. It depends. Usually something dark and sinful.
Mm-hmm. So what
Like
you're saying
Diet
is you drink.
Coke.
Yes, like Diet Coke.
So what you're saying is you
And
really drink blood.
I didn't say blood at all. And I am from Dominaria.
Sounds like a place where people drink blood.
I think he's speaking more of. I think he's speaking of wine.
Nope.
I do like wine. But again, I'm from Dominaria.
You keep
Specifically from
saying that like we
Teritaria.
should know.
Sounds like a place where they wear a lot of leather and step on and step on people.
No, it's an archipelago.
Oh,
You trying to say
yeah, I can see that going on
archipelago?
too.
That's what I said, an archipelago.
You play the
Okay.
piccolo?
He does. He does play the piccolo. You'll need to give us a performance sometime.
No, I don't play the piccolo. I play the
But
flute,
you're
and I will
avoiding.
pull my flute out and play it for them since they asked so
Do not
nicely.
pull your flute out. Keep your
I've
flute
already-
hosted, man.
It's already out.
God damn.
I shall play for you the song of my peoples.
All right, give me a
You
performance
beat
check.
me to it, damn it.
Not bad.
Oh no.
I really thought about grabbing B and saying, "She is our princess! I have found a way!"
Oh no.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Just agree with the crazy person to survive.
At about this time, you realize that most of the other students have already left, and it's just your group.
She will show us the way.
I have a feeling that you're still avoiding the question, Sean.
What was the question?
So you drink blood, yeah?
I said, no, I do not drink blood. Like, how is that avoiding the question? I have said straight up, I do not consume the blood.
Me neither.
Insight.
I am too drunk to see shit.
Sean,
That's a
you may
crit.
make a hidden deception or persuasion roll to me.
But I don't drink the blood.
It don't matter. Make the damn roll.
Ah,
Well, if you get it wrong, you do fucking now.
so you want persuasion or deception?
Yes. Hidden
Oh.
to me.
Okay, it'll be
Don't hide it.
5 plus whatever I roll.
Okay.
But
Oh, man.
they're not seeing through that one.
Wow.
Lies.
That was
so
that was
as he
fucking
is,
roll
he's-
20.
He's claiming this. Scar, you're pretty positive that he drinks blood.
Yeah.
Peach,
Don't
you know that he
what?
is fumbling over his words. He does not drink blood.
I think you're wrong. Like, no one's going to convince me otherwise. He drinks the blood. And I'm watching you around my neck.
I told you I like the wine. Preferably a sweet red.
Sounds
where I
like
come
blood
from-
to me.
Where I come from, there is a red. It's called a romance red. And there's also one called Scarlett. It has the bubbles. It's very tingly. It does not have the blood.
Scar just starts covering her neck like with her hands, just like
I am Sean.
"So,
I am not a
all of
vampire.
that sounds like blood to me, like the names of redheads and everything that you're keeping in cages.
I am Sean. I am not vampire. Why do you think I am vampire? Do I have to eat fucking garlic for you?
Maybe, but then you'll have garlic breath, and that'll probably just be just as bad.
Do I need to poke myself with silver? Walk in the... I don't drink
Mm.
the blood. You've seen me
I
walk
don't know
here
what
in
we're
the
talking
daylight.
about anymore.
I'm just as lost, B.
It's okay, B. They think I'm a vampire.
So at this point, Scar
I
just
am
like
tired.
still has her hands covering her throat, and then just slowly backs away towards the astrolabe to run away.
That's the wall. There you go.
As you
She's
touch the
drunk, alright? She
astrolabe, it
stumbled through a wall.
She just stumbled through the wall.
Mm.
You stumble through the astrolabe towards your room. What are the others doing? As most of the other students, other than yourselves, have left, there's still the Alkin from before. But he seems to be slumped over a desk, kind of snoozing.
Is there something around that I could cover him up with?
Lots of parchment.
Just cover him with paper.
Kind of like, parchment or vellum.
Mm.
Cerebellum.
Oh no!
was
See,
storyline.
Oh,
he's a zombie. He's talking about brains.
Zombie. Zombie.
Interesting.
she's quite a funny one, is she not? Slightly paranoid.
I think they're all a little paranoid, but it is what it is.
I'm going to retire to my.
Yes, Galileo, you should go to bed. You're drunk.
Yes, very good. Would you
Done.
like some help? Would you like some assistance, or will you be able to make it on your own?
Just stop. He can't, needs to stop calling me that.
All right.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger. I have been abandoned.
I'm
That's what you get
here.
for drinking blood, man.
I don't drink. You're not here. You
Uh,
can't make accusations.
Minerva, are you going off to your room?
Yes, I will make sure that Galleah gets safely to her room before I go back to bed, though, just to make sure that she's alright.
Give me a perception check, Minerva.
Perception, sure. 19.
You don't find Galleah outside of their room. You do find the tusked half orc from before, passed out in the hallway, curled up to a mug that was poured into recently by Peach.
Okay.
So Peach went past and started topping up people's drinks that were passed out on the on
And
her
you
way to
can have
bed.
a beer, and you can have a beer. Everybody can have a beer.
I will take the beer out of his hand and I will kind of shake him a little bit and be like, "Hey, wake up!"
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. 13.
Not bad for a -1.
He groggily gets up.
You passed out in the hallway. You passed out in the hallway, and you're passed out in the hallway, and I'm not sure where your room is. Here,
Yeah.
lean on my,
and he just
lean
like
on my
pats
shoulder.
you on the shoulder, and he starts
Lean on me
like wandering down the hall.
when you're not strong. I'll be your friend.
Okay, he does find his room
You
before deciding to
carry
pee.
on.
Okay.
Yeah, good for him.
I will take
Peeing
the
in the
beer that
hallway.
I will take the beer. I will take the beer that I took from him, but I will walk back into my room and I will sit down and drink it while reading before I go to bed.
Okay. B, what are you doing?
I'm hanging out until everybody has left the area because I don't really need sleep. And also, I don't drink, so I'm just hanging out.
All right,
She's
it
just
is
a
just
booze
you and Sean.
dispensary. Little B, mayhaps I could have another one of those beverages you make?
Sure. And she'll reach into like a cavity in her chest and pull out another bottle.
Are you secretly Frankie? Do you have tattoos of stars on your arms?
What's a tattoo?
Super! It is tattoos. Never mind. I can have this?
Yes.
I will drink. Now that the loud one is gone. It's very relaxing, B. You have a talent.
Thank you.
B,
Well-
what is your passive perception?
16, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, 16.
I'm pretty sure it's freakishly high. She is a druid.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. With the passive 16, you hear. Let's have him roll. Yes. Okay, give me a moment.
This is no bueno.
Okay. I will be right back, folks.
I am Sean. I am not the vampire. Why do you keep calling me vampire, Scarlett? I see she runs away when confronted.
I forgot I was muted. I've been talking shit like this last minute.
Oh, sure. Hmm.
She's like, why am I
apparently.
why am I mouthing off when no one's replying?
It was the clue was like when you were like now she's run away. And I was like, I'm here, and then I'm like, oh, am I actually though?
I am back,
Turns
folks.
out I wasn't. Cool. Did you die?
No.
Oh.
With your passive perception, you know that this guy in the corner is pretending to sleep.
There's a guy in the corner?
He's not really corner, but he's at this like half desk.
Oh, the owl.
Cowboy.
Yeah, the owl guy.
Oh.
I'll lean over to Sean and say, that owl is not actually asleep. Do you think he's trying to listen and spy on us?
Let us go see. Hello, friend. Why are you pretending to be asleep?
I wasn't. I'm just drunk.
I do not believe you. My friend B here is very perceptive. She's seen through you. What are you up
Yeah, I
to?
wanted to quietly study. You guys are kind of ruining the moment.
What are you studying on the first day of school before assignments have been passed out?
Just preemptively striking.
Uh-huh. Can I see what he's looking at in these books?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. I'll give you one in a second. There it is. A 7. It was a 17, but it rolled.
It looks like incomancy, or it's kind of like he has the beginner books for the classes that some of you have been assigned. He has them open and he's highlighting things with little stickers and magical notes.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
What do you
literally
think, B?
preemptively reading.
What do you think, B? Is he more teacher's pet than Galleah?
Can I do insight on him to see?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. 22.
22.
She sees through you, friend. All the way through you.
He is definitely not conveying the truth in some manner. You're not entirely sure, since he is getting a jump on the studies.
You have an
Hey, give me
interesting
a
way of studying with your eyes closed, by the way.
yeah. B, give me a give me a perception check.
Okay. Warning.
Yeah, as far as you can
Ooh.
tell, these notes are accurate and whatnot. And it just looks like he is trying to get a study on it, but something's not right about it. You just can't put your finger on it.
I'm going to lean down to B and whisper, "Hey, B, distract him
Mhm.
for just a second. Keep his attention on you."
So, what's your name?
I'm going to attempt to pick his pockets.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand. His name.
Does he have pockets? I can't tell if
Yeah,
he's wearing clothes.
he is wearing clothes.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, he's wearing a like this leather jerkin looking thing.
Does a 26 help?
And it probably will. The perception is 11. Okay, yeah, by far. Again, I'm not lying. My name is Javaninch Stoutclaw.
Java Nix.
Javanish.
Javanish. I'm just gonna call you Java.
Like a
Okay.
coffee.
But no, I already ran into your friend Galleah or Galleah, and she's a cool person.
Oh, B, I think he's crushing on Galleah.
Rushing on her?
He is smitten. Feelings of attraction.
Ew.
And Sean, as you reach into his pocket, you pull out a small disc it's like a silverish disc with a red rune across the front of it.
Yeah, well, slip that into my pocket for the time being.
But I just wanted to study. I'll leave. And he slams his books and he starts maneuvering around you all.
When he's gone, I will turn to Sean and go, I'm not sure what it is, but there's something off about that guy.
I
He was
agree
not
with you.
telling the truth.
Yes. I had that gut instinct that he was not conveying his true intentions. Did he leave any of his studying materials here?
No, he slammed the books, and he kind of like drug those off with him in a flurry of motion.
I don't trust that little feathered person. He's up to shenanigans.
What did you get off of him, by the way?
I found this. This looks suspicious. Do you know what it is, B?
Does it look like some kind of seal or a stamp?
It looks like a rune of some sort. You may
Mhm.
use Arcana to find out.
I will assist B. I have a feeling hers is higher than mine.
Okay. $24.
Yes,
Oh,
yours
wow.
is much higher than mine, B. Good God. Make sure B helps me study for my tests.
Indeed. Where did I?
I have a bonus to my Arcana and nature, so for being a druid.
She's a Druish princess.
She
That's
doesn't
the
look
second time
Jewish.
you called me a
Somebody got it at least.
The emblem is a emblem to Oric. It looks like a rune. It's like this seems to be almost like a sending stone.
Oh, I think I pickpocketed his telephone.
Yeah, and it goes specifically to another sending stone, and this one seems to be runed specifically for a group called Oric. With an Arcana 24, you know that Oric are a sect of blood mages.
Like Scarlett?
These blood mages hate Strixhaven and wish to make sure it crumbles.
What do you think, B?
Yikes.
Should we turn this into the principal?
I think that we should.
I do too. We were going to make our way to the authorities then?
Yes.
Okay. That's what we're doing, boss man.
All right. Give me a perception check or investigation to figure out which professor you find first.
Okay. I will try investigation. Maybe I roll better.
And I'll do perception.
Nope. It keeps rolling
Ugh.
on at 17 and then falling to 7.
We're walking blind. We just got here, okay?
B, can't you give yourself guidance?
I don't have guidance.
As you are
Shit.
meandering around, it takes
Don't
you
you
a
both
little
have the
while.
inspiration?
I didn't get inspiration, no.
No.
I have the inspiration, but I'm saving it.
As you meander around, it takes you an hour to maybe 3 at this point to actually find just a robot who then beeps at you that they have called a nearby professor.
B, it's one of your cousins.
Another 30 minutes for Professor Vol to show up.
Which one was that?
The chronomancy, your common room professor. As he comes walking up to you. I'm sorry, students. Why did you ring?
Well, you see, Professor, we were having a little get together in the common area, and there was a young, what was he be, an owlkin?
Yes, he
An
was an
owlin?
owlkin.
He was acting very suspicious, and he kept dodging our questions and just being very suspicious. He set off all the alarm bells in mine and B's heads. And we found this on him, and B happened to recognize that it is not good. It is not good on his behalf, and we wanted to report it to you. And I'll give him the little metal disc.
Oh, You're right, this is bad. Indeed. Interesting. And he pockets it. I will I'll let the dean know immediately.
Be
About what's
inside
going
and be.
on.
We'll insight him.
Sure, go right ahead.
I have all the faith in B.
12.
Had all the faith in B.
He
It was
seems
okay. It's above
trustworthy.
average.
He's definitely seems like he's going to tell the dean.
He is definitely gonna do something.
Yeah, he's gonna do something, all right.
And he after he pockets it, he looks at you. Did you try to make contact with the owner of the other side of the sending stone?
That had not even occurred to me.
I do not know how
Shit.
to use it.
Yeah, there's that too.
Well, all you have to do is really speak into it, and then you would talk to the other person on the other side. But if it's to the group that I think it's to, usually they're not very pleasant people, especially if you're trying to turn them into authorities. They do try to assault whoever is holding the sending stone.
Oh, it's a good thing we gave it up. I do not want to be assaulted.
What about a peppered?
Peppered might be okay, but not salt. It burns.
Don't know what they would do with me. I have no blood, so I don't know what the blood mages would do.
They don't actually like drink blood. They literally steal the knowledge from your head.
Blood for the blood god.
No, that's a whole other thing.
Oh. So they're like those octopus people.
They're no. They're more like I mean, I guess kind of, but they're more like they want to delve as much information as possible, as hard as possible, and even if it means ripping that knowledge from your blood.
See, that sounds a lot like those octopus people. You should watch out for them, B. They'll get their tentacles
I
on you and
will.
suck on you.
Ew.
Yeah, we have wards against those as well, all over the
Oh,
zone.
warts, that's a bad thing. They make a medicine for that.
Ward, not warts.
Oh. I swear
But
he said
I've
wart.
You
been
might need
hearing
to
a
get
lot
your
about
ears
frogs,
cleaned.
so we might have warts too against those. I'm not sure. The school
Yes,
has
I
a
did
theme
see
with
frog
frogs
print
a
earlier
lot.
today.
Yeah, I heard about frog prints, and again, I have yet to see a frog student or teacher, so I don't know what's up with that.
It is intriguing.
Some frogs were familiars, saw that, but at any rate, you students should go to bed, and I will take care of this.
Okay,
Okay.
let's
All
go,
right.
B. We'll find our rooms. Maybe. Hopefully we don't get lost again.
All right. It doesn't take you long to find your rooms, since most of the signs and there are some automatons that meander about, then you can easily ask for directions towards your room. With that is the end of the night.
Yay.
And that is the end of our opening of Strixhaven.
All right.
That was pretty good, guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody died. Look at
Hey.
that.
Give Scar a
Feel
chance. She's just
personally
getting warmed
attacked.
up.
I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if we'll have to see if Scar wakes up or if wakes up or not, or if she dies from alcohol poisoning in her sleep.
No.
Actually,
She's never
I'm the
had
only one that actually made my constitution save, so I'm good.
Damn it, that hurt. And to be fair, Scar's never died on the first session of a character. It's usually the second and on where you gotta worry.
Exactly.
Yeah. When Grim throws fucking cats at us.
Throws cats at us.
That fucking cat.
Fake cat.
Well, he
I
throws
thought
the
it was the
slot.
Tarrasque.
No, she did
That was
all
like
on
the
her own.
8th session.
True, and she threw the Tarrasque. You're right.
I did.
I kind of wish I would have been there for that one. That would have been an entertaining one with you.
No, it was not.
I was a little worried if you guys were going to actually talk into that sending stone and activate that fight.
Why were you worried?
Because that's more powerful than the mimic.
Oh. Well, it wouldn't have been my fault because I would have been asleep. I do like it when I'm not the instigator of the death.
But some things you found out, some things you didn't even notice. You've all had a blast. You've all had fun.
I like it when you say that.
Say what? That you've all had fun?
No, there's some things that you didn't even notice. Like, yeah.
Yes, some things that were not noticed. Some things were.
Got to keep a little bit of the mystery.
Hey, you know what I noticed?
What?
That we beat a mimic who gives 450 XP, which should get us at level 2.
I was going to let you all know that you have made it to level 2.
Yay!
Grim was prepared. He didn't want to wake up with little Miss Human experimentation looming over him.
Oh my.
You know what I noticed? Everybody disappeared through the astral layer, but Rosie, she just walked into the bookshelves and disappeared.
No, she walked into the astrolabe. She like collapsed onto it.
I'm pretty sure I seen her walk off to these bookshelves in a dark corner.
I'm pretty sure you're a vampire, so
give me
I am Sean, not the vampire.
Sean. Give me an intelligence.
Is that just
check,
intelligence?
Sean.
Yeah. Intelligence. Not so good. I'm not so intelligent, boss. I'm only average.
You're not entirely sure if somebody did walk between those shelves or not. But you're pretty positive that Rosie slapped her face against the astrolabe and teleported out.
I'm pretty sure that was Scar, but maybe I'm just
I ran through a
maybe
wall.
I'm just having a little fancy here, wishing for things.
A little bit.
But I mean, the only other person who would have noticed it would be
I'm not the vampire.
But yeah, B would be the only one.
He's not a vampire.
Would possibly notice. So.
He's not a vampire, but I might be.
Bum bum bum.
Everyone's trying to eat my neck.
Nobody wants to eat your neck. You're poison.
But don't worry, I don't need to bite you to suck your blood out.
That sounds creepy.
I'm happy you all enjoyed. Everybody gained a level. You'll actually meet your professors next session, and I'll actually come up with a curriculum and scheduling and all that fun jazz since I now have everybody's schedules.
Awesome. How are we doing HP? Are we rolling it?
Roll.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.
I'll see you in a